So, you're a small business owner in Alberta, and you've probably heard this word thrown around, SECOR. But what is it, really? And why should you care? Well, today, we're going to crack that code. We're going to show you exactly how this one certification can be an absolute game changer for your company.
I mean, who doesn't, right? But seriously, this is about way more than just safety checklists. This is your ticket to unlocking some serious growth, getting a real leg up on your competition, and actually making a big impact on your bottom line.
Let's just start with a number that's going to get your attention. 10 to 15%. That's how much you could potentially slash from your annual WCB premiums. For a lot of businesses, the savings in just that first year can actually cover the entire cost of getting certified in the first place. And believe me, that's just where the benefits begin. And this is the key we're talking about. Look, SECOR isn't just some piece of paper you hang on the wall. It's the tool that proves your business operates at a higher standard. It opens doors to big contracts and opportunities that, honestly, would just stay locked otherwise.
Okay, so let's really break down what makes this thing so valuable. Because it's about so much more than just checking off some regulatory boxes. It's about building a stronger, tougher business from the inside out.
Just look at how these three things work together. First, the money. Through a program called PI you can earn WCB premium refunds of up to 20%. Second, the competitive edge is huge. A lot of major clients won't even look at your bid without it. And third, and this is so important, it builds a real safety culture that protects your number one asset, your people.
All right, so we get the why. It's a no-brainer. Now let's get into the what. What exactly is the SER program, and who is it really for?
So SECOR stands for Small Employer Certificate of Recognition, and the key word there is small. It was specifically created by the government of Alberta for businesses with 10 or fewer total employees. And that means everyone covered by your WCB account, owners, part-timers, everybody. Now, you might have heard of its bigger sibling, COR. It's really important to know the difference, and thankfully, it's super simple. Got 10 or fewer employees? You're on the SEOR path. More than 10? You're looking at COR. The main difference is the audit. For SCOR, you do a self-assessment, while COR needs an external auditor. But the end goal? And access to those WCB rebates? Exactly the same. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the practical stuff. I know getting certified can seem like this huge, daunting mountain to climb, but it's actually a very clear process when you've got a roadmap. So let's walk through that journey right now. Here it is, your 5-step journey. You start by choosing a certifying partner to be your guide. Then you build out your company's safety system, your manual. After that, you've got to complete some required training. Then comes the big one. You need to gather at least 3 months of documentation to prove your system is actually being used. And the final step is to complete your self-audit and send it in. Now, we got to be realistic about the time here. This isn't something you can knock out in a weekend. From start to finish, you should probably plan for about 6 to 12 months. That gives you time to pick a partner, get the training done, and, most importantly, enough time to really implement the system and gather all that crucial paperwork. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second because this is the number one reason companies get delayed or fail. You cannot just write a safety manual and hand it in. You have to prove it's a living, breathing part of how you do business. That means having at least 3 months of safety meeting minutes, inspection reports, hazard assessments, all of it ready to go for your audit. So let's talk about that very first step, choosing your certifying partner. Think of them like your coach through this whole thing. They're the ones who provide the training, the audit tools, and make sure everything is up to snuff. Picking the right one for your industry is a really critical first move. Now, there are about 13 authorized partners in Alberta, but you're probably going to run into one of these three. If you're in construction, you're looking at the Alberta Construction Safety Association, or ACSA. For oil and gas, it's Energy Safety Canada. And for pretty much every other industry out there, the Alberta Association for Safety Partnerships, or AASP, is known for being really flexible. Okay, so even though that roadmap seems pretty straightforward, there are definitely some common roadblocks. We're talking incomplete policies, messy paperwork, mistraining. These are the things that can really derail the whole process fast. But there is a way to navigate around them. 70%. Just let that sink in. That's how many companies fail their very first SECOR audit attempt. It's a huge number, and it tells you one critical thing. Not being prepared is the single biggest roadblock. Now, I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it to show you exactly where you need to focus your effort.
And that's the real secret right there. Auditors are trained to spot a paper program, a binder that just sits on a shelf from a mile away. The goal isn't just to have the paperwork. The goal is to build a real working safety system that actually protects your people and makes your business stronger. That's what passes the audit. And this is where getting some expert help can be a total game changer. It's what companies like OnTrack Safety live and breathe. They build you a custom safety manual that's guaranteed to meet your certifying partner's standards. They prep you for the audit so you don't become part of that 70% statistic. They've got online training to get your team certified fast and digital tools that make managing that whole 3-month documentation rule a piece of cake. So we've covered the what, the why, and the how. Now it's all about your next move. It's time to stop thinking of SECOR as a hurdle you have to jump over and start seeing it for what it really is, a massive opportunity. At the end of the day, SECOR certification is that key. It unlocks lower WCB payments, it gets you access to bigger and better contracts, and it helps you build a safer, more engaged team. It is a direct investment in your business that pays you back in both safety and profit. The path is clear, and the benefits are proven. So really, there's only one question left. Are you ready to turn that key and unlock the next level for your business? If the answer is yes, you don't have to figure it all out alone. Whether you need a full-on consulting, a custom safety manual written from scratch, or just some help getting ready for that final audit, the team at OnTrack Safety can guide you from start to finish. Check out their website or give them a call to get started on your SECOR journey.